Welcome to this week's vlog, and I know that things are tough for many of you out there. No sign to the end of the drought, which is having an impact for all, and the Bluetongue crisis continues to spread. It is having a real impact in those hotspots. This week I'm going to have an update from Robyn Munt, who's going to talk about the SFI derogations that we're pushing very hard for, and then Harvey, who's going to talk about Bluetongue.
We've met today on farm with senior Defra officials to talk through the challenges ahead of the next window of SFI opening. It's particularly important ahead of the fifth heat wave that we got to reinforce the ask around dry weather derogations. You can see the landscape behind me, the challenges that farmers are facing. It's very important that we get Defra officials out on farm so that they can fully appreciate the challenges that farmers are currently facing, and so we can talk through that with the context of the farm around us.
Earlier this week, I brought together some farmers, some vets, and a representative of AFA at Camelford Show to talk about Bluetongue. We had a good turnout, and we talked primarily about vaccine. We talked about affordability, we talked about availability, and we talked about ongoing immunity. I have to say the concerns here amongst our colleagues in the sheep sector are extreme, and I urge everyone, as soon as vaccine becomes available, to take the opportunity to vaccinate your stock. Here in dairy, you can see behind me, we're already feeding this year's forage, and that's to prop up the lack of grass out in the fields. I'm hearing concerns from some members about early effects of fertility, and we'll talk more about that as we go through the year. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ian. Next week we have our Bluetongue events, which are taking place in Devon and Somerset. We would like to see as many people there as possible. If you've got questions you want to ask, please do come along. The first one is taking place in Sedgemoor at 2 o'clock on the Wednesday. The second one is taking place on Wednesday evening at North Moulton at 7:30. And the third one is taking place at Sedgemoor Market at 2 o'clock on the Thursday. As I say, please do register, and we do want to see as many of you there as possible. Today, we've also held an extraordinary meeting of our Food, Farming and Environment Board. We've also been joined by our regional board chairs to make sure we have representation from all parts of the country. It's absolutely crucial that we hear your views and your voices, and that we recognise the cash flow crisis that so many of you are facing within your businesses at the moment, and the pressure that that is creating. There's a list of actions which we are taking out of that board meeting today, which we will be feeding into Defra at the highest level and into the civil service to try and make sure that you're able to weather this storm, which is very, very challenging at the moment. We look forward to updating you next week. Thank you.